Namaste and welcome to the reading. This is going to be a short reading. We will look at what is the cycle that is ending in your life. There are lots of planetary transits happening at the moment. Saturn has moved into Pisces. There is the beginning of the new year in different parts of the world. So there is a certain change or a shift that you are already feeling. Let's look at what is the guidance from the cards. Today I am using the Osho Zen Tarot, a beautiful set of cards. So there is definitely a cycle that is closing out in your life, and this is a cycle that has kept you trapped in isolation. Okay, it's like living as if you are crushed between two walls, right? But something that you need to also know here, and I think you do already have an understanding on this, is that much of the oppression that you have felt, or much of the ways in which you have felt that your voice was suppressed, has been a result of these constant thoughts in your head, right? Your gut feeling or your intuition has told you something, but your mind has taken over, and it is your mind which has dominated and created stories. And this has kept you trapped in that place of isolation and pain for a very long time. But it is ending. You have already been feeling the shift. Now it is time for you to go out and meet the wider world. Take the hand of help that is coming to you, and also ask for help. There is help available to you all around you. You will have seen that from time to time, some people have come and asked you, offered you help, asked you what is the problem you are facing, and you will also have seen that in these past 10 years or so, there are some people who were at one point in time very distant from you, but these people have now come up as a very big support system in your life. You had not expected this, and bit by bit, these people have helped you to chip away at that suppression, those walls around you. And these walls could also be in terms of you feeling trapped or stuck inside a house or a particular work environment and not being able to move out of it, because mostly you have felt that this is my safe place, my identity is defined by these places, and very often places of negativity also become a safe places because we practice staying in them for a very long time. But this is ending. The cycle is ending. You are definitely coming out of it. And you are also learning to trust the voice of your intuition a lot more, and you are silencing the stories in your head that kept you trapped. Now, as you do this, and though you may not be aware, you are slowly you are opening your heart. You are opening your heart to the people outside and to the world outside. And yes, there are moments where you go back to the place where you are hanging between two extremes, and it seems like whether I let go of my hand or whether I let go of my legs, I will still fall. And yes, you do go back to these places at times, and there are external influences also which are pushing you into these places, as well as the stories in your mind. But in the midst of this duality also, you are leaning into your heart and you are learning to open your heart. From a time earlier where you were operating on the circumference, as if you were not really living life, as if you were not really falling into life, and as if you were not willing to take the offers that life had to give you, and not as if, but really that you were listening too much to the limitation and the restrictions that people were placing in you. But it is one thing that people place the limitations, it is another thing that we start believing in it. We start believing that we are defined by these, and that we don't have the power to create our own world, but you have the power to create your own world, and that is what you are learning. And that is the cycle that is ending in your life, this constant definition of what your life is by other people. You are breaking out of that. From living on the periphery, from living on the circumference of life, A new awareness is rising in you, and this is burning away the veil of illusion. This is burning away your own self. And believe me, you don't have to do anything consciously about it. You have done things for a very long time. You will see that this awareness, this lifting of the veil, this revealing of the real picture of who you are, it's like it's being born like a small baby inside you. And this is what is happening because you're opening your heart. You don't need to do anything consciously. You don't need to feel that I have to put in some extra effort or do anything. You don't have to do it. This burning away is happening on its own, and it is going to take you into a way of living where you are trusting your intuition, where you are trusting your gut feeling. I can tell you that this is just the beginning of a new journey. Yeah, you have a long way to go, and trust me, this is going to be so much better and beautiful than all the fire that you have been burning in for so long. There was a fire that burnt your instinct. There was a fire that burnt out whatever your desire was to explore a new way of life. There is a fire also right now, but this is a fire that is burning away the veil of illusion. The veil of illusion that my life is defined by what others tell me that this is right and this is wrong. And I have lived this for so long that I don't trust my own voice. That is the veil of illusion that this new fire is burning away. And while that was a fire that was destructive, this is the fire that is going to nurture your true self, and you will learn how to flow with life and listen to your own voice. My private readings are open. The details are there in the caption. This is a timeless reading, and it will resonate with you whenever you come across it. I hope this helps you. Have a good day ahead. Bye-bye.